मेरे साथ प्रोफेसर एस एन साहू साहब हैं। मैं प्रोफेसर साहू से भाई थैंक यू सो मच साहू साहब, आप समय निकालने के लिए। साहू साहब,
Thank you so much.
हाँ साहू साहब, आपके साथ हरदम इट इज ऑलवेज अ प्लेजर टू टॉक टू यू। हमारे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट साहब के प्रेस सलाहकार, आप बहुत से ऐसे पदों पर रहे हैं जहां पे आपने इस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को रोज लागू होते हुए अपने पास से देखा है। प्रोफेसर साहब, ये बताइए कि ये जो पूरी बात हो रही है, क्योंकि ये इन आइसोलेशन नहीं है, वो बिल अपने पास रोक के रखे हैं। वो बिल ऐसे हैं जो सरकार के इलेक्टोरल प्रोमिसेस थे, उन्होंने उसके उस मुद्दे पे आई थी। वो नीट एक ऐसा था, उसने कहा था, उसकी अपनी समस्याएं थी। मैं हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन की बातें नहीं कर रहा हूं, मैं एक्चुअल जो हो रहा है उसकी बात कर रहा हूं। रवि साहब का रोल जरा मैं आपसे भी समझ लूं कि केंद्रीय समवन हु इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के रूप में अभी तक जो वो कर रहे हैं, वो कितना विद इन दी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, या आउट ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, अपने मन से है, क्या है?
नमस्कार. Actually, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. ये देखिए, you know, he is trying. Governor Mr. Ravi, Governor of Tamil Nadu, he is trying to exercise his discretion. See, देखिए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट क्लियरली एक जजमेंट है, नबम रेविया वर्सेस डिप्टी स्पीकर ऑफ अरुणाचल प्रदेश. ये जो 2016 है, पूरा यूनानिमस जजमेंट था. I do not recall how many judges were there, but it was a unanimous judgment of the Supreme Court that governor has no discretionary power for summoning the assembly, for determining the legislative business, and the address that will be made to the assembly. He will do so only in consultation with the chief minister or the speaker. So, this judgment of the Supreme Court of 2017 has made it clear that governor has no discretion as far as address is concerned, summoning or determining the legislative business of the house. So, सरकारिया कमीशन रिपोर्ट आप देख लीजिए. सरकारिया कमीशन रिपोर्ट में ये भी कहा गया है, even in the constituent assembly it was clearly laid down that governor has no discretion except in a context when the appointment of chief minister is made in a case when the no political party gets majority of the people's mandate. So therefore it is clear that, as the earlier speaker said, governor का जब oath है to preserve, protect and defend the constitution, so he is bound to defend the constitution, preserve it and protect it. And here he is omitting the word or leaving out the word secularism, which is part of the constitution, in the preamble of the constitution. So how can a governor who takes to preserve, protect and defend the constitution omit the word secularism or secular, which is part of the text of his address approved by the government of Tamil Nadu, and even he himself accorded approval to it. So it is paradoxical that he is going against his own approval, he is going against the very constitution. It amounts to violation of the constitution. And it amounts to the violation of the judgment of the Supreme Court, which is law of the land. And secondly, when this address is submitted to the governor, that address also constitutes a kind of an advice to the governor. And governor has to act on the advice of the council of ministers headed by chief minister. So when this address was approved by the council of ministers headed by chief minister, and then it is submitted to the governor, so that itself amounts to advice. So therefore he is bound to act on the advice, because Mr. Stalin has not lost the majority in the house. He has full majority in the house. He has the mandate of the people. So these are the important legal aspects which he is violating with impunity. And therefore, not invoking or not taking the name of Ambedkar, Periyar, Kamraj. These are all, all these, the names of these illustrious personalities of modern India. They have influenced the course of our history saved the destiny of our country, they are, they have a remarkable place or a great place in the, in the history of our nation. So in that context, how a governor can go against that very historical tradition and the constitution and the law established by the Supreme Court judgment. So clearly he is setting a very, very bad precedent. In fact, President of India, who appoints the governor, who also takes oath to preserve, protect and defend the constitution, can take a suo motu cognizance of this conduct of the governor and advise him, either to leave office or to, not to repeat such, conduct which is against the constitution, against the historical legacy, against the legislative intent of the Constituent Assembly, and so on and so forth. Squarely, he is going against everything, that is sanctified by our convention, that is the sanctity of the constitutional provisions, and therefore it's a very serious matter. I remember draft address to Parliament from Bajpayee government, and in that draft the word secularism was not there. So he added by pen in his own hand, because I have seen that draft, and he said, he added that the country is proud of its secular tradition and secularism enshrined in the constitution and nourished by civilizational values. मेरा जो इतना जो I can recall, तो उन्होंने then that again went back to the Prime Minister Bajpayee and cabinet approved it, and then he read it out. So therefore, this is a kind of healthy tradition that has been, when a president adds something to the text or governor adds something to the text, that is taken seriously by the, Chief Minister and the Council of Ministers, because normally people tend to respect the wisdom of the head of the state, because governor is the head of the state of Tamil Nadu and president is the head of the state as far as India is concerned. So he is clearly, violating all these traditions. He is rather showing, inflicting insult, by his conduct, and this is highly reprehensible, this is undignified, and this is unbecoming of the office of the high office that he holds.
जी जी मैं प्रोफेसर साहब एक आपसे भी एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन ले लूं, क्योंकि मेरी जब सुबह बात हो रही थी, ये आप बता रहे थे कि तमिलनाडु का जो नामकरण था उसकी बारे में आप बता रहे थे जी, वो एक जरा सा बता दें, तमिलनाडु नाम कैसे पड़ा, मतलब मद्रास से हम तमिलनाडु जब किए इसको जी.
See, actually this proposal to name that state as Tamil Nadu, that resolution was moved in the Rajya Sabha by Mr. Bhupesh Gupta, CPI member. I remember there was a small, item in Hindu which was published that how Bhupesh Gupta was instrumental in moving that resolution in Rajya Sabha, and on the occasion of the birth centenary of Mr. Bhupesh Gupta, there was a program organized in Tamil Nadu, and Mr. D. Raja, who is now General Secretary of the CPI, he went there and he asked me to find out that particular resolution which was introduced in Rajya Sabha by him. That happened some years back, I think some 10 years back or so. So you see, a resolution passed by Parliament and initiated by a CPI member. And CPI has absolutely nothing to do with the DMK or other matter Congress regime or anything. But look at the manner in which there is a kind of reconciliation understanding. That a political party, to which Mr. Bhupesh Gupta belonged, that is CPI, and he was taking forward a resolution which obviously the Dravidian parties like DMK or AIDMK, they were all unanimously agreeing to it. Even Congress agreed to it. So this is a bipartisan approach. This approach was bipartisan, nothing to do with any particular party. Now it is beyond belief, beyond understanding as to how a governor is going against that bipartisan approach to name Tamil Nadu. Now if you say that it is Tamil land, Tamil Nadu means Tamil land. Then if the governor of Maharashtra says, how can there be Maharashtra when we have an Indian nation? Rashtra and nation, they are incompatible. So, I mean, if the governor of Maharashtra would say, no, the name of Maharashtra should be changed, or for that matter, name of Rajasthan should be changed, because it Raja unka sthan hai, if it is interpreted in that way. So it's very strange kind of approach to change the nomenclature of a state. So this, I think we need to be mindful of our history, how India was integrated, to provide, to make in a union of states. There are several other, see for instance, I remember Travancore. Travancore refused to join Indian Union in the name of Hinduism, and Lord Padmanabh, they said the sovereignty of Travancore, that was the Hindu kingdom Travancore, flowed from Lord Padmanabh, and he refused to join Indian Union. And Sardar Patel asked him, how did you allow your Lord Padmanabh to become subservient to the British suzerainty? So if you go, but this is way in which India was integrated in a very difficult situation, and therefore there is no point for a governor who is supposed to protect, also to uphold the unity and integrity of India, to create a condition where the passion should be again inflamed. It should go against the very unity of India, which is very fragile even today. So therefore, he is instead governor. Mahatma Gandhi in 1928, he wrote a beautiful piece on governor, which was quoted by President Narayanan while addressing the governors' conference in Rashtrapati Bhavan. There is a beautiful line by Gandhi. He said that governor's role should be to exercise moral influence, not to interfere in the policies of the elected government. Okay, so where is that moral influence? If he blatantly goes against the constitution, goes against the law of the land, and also goes against the parliament resolution which named that state as Tamil Nadu. So this is important for the viewers of this important YouTube channel to understand. And thanks to you for providing this opportunity to share this information to your viewers. Thank you.
हेलो, मैं एक चीज, हाँ सुहाग साहब, मैं आपके पास आ रहा हूं, मैं एक चीज ऐड कर दूं। ये जो हमारे यहाँ एक जो, जैसा पांडे साहब ने कहा ना कि एक ही चीज से सब फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर को आप ये मत करिए कि सब कुछ सेंट्रलाइज हो जाए। हिंदी हिंदू हिंदुस्तान, मैं कल विश्व हिंदी दिवस था, क्या सारे हिंदू हिंदी बोलते हैं या सारे हिंदी बोलने वाले हिंदू होते हैं? ये किस, ये बेसिक कंसेप्ट ही गलत है। तो मैं इसलिए ये कह रहा हूं कि सारे भाई हिंदू देश है, कोई तमिल बोलता है, कोई बांग्ला बोलता है, कोई मराठी बोलता है, और उसी तरह से हिंदी बोलने वाले सारे हिंदू थोड़ी होते हैं। लेकिन ये जो एक हमारे यहाँ चलन चल रहा है कि नहीं, एक देश, एक झंडा, एक निशान, एक संविधान, एक क्या क्या, वो साहू साहब आप कुछ कह रहे थे?
एक्चुअली मैं ये कह रहा था कि ये जो द्रविडियन मॉडल जो है, देखिए उनका आपने सही बोला कि जो दो पार्टी है AIDMK DMK, वो तो द्रविडियन नाम ही है पार्टी का। और ये अभी जो बता रहे थे कि तेलुगु देशम, तेलुगु तो थोड़ी देश है तेलुगु। सो क्वेश्चन इज, द्रविडियन मूवमेंट एक चला था जो कि एंटी ब्राह्मण मूवमेंट था। वो दे वेर ट्राइंग टू, तमिलनाडु में जो जबरदस्त मूवमेंट, सोशल जस्टिस मूवमेंट हुआ, उसको द्रविडियन मूवमेंट बोले हैं, अभी भी बोल रहे हैं। एंड इनफैक्ट आई रिमेम्बर प्रेसिडेंट नारायणन आफ्टर हिज रिटायरमेंट, he was requested by Mr. Karunanidhi to inaugurate a Dravidian museum in Chennai. Okay, so question is, if you go to, if you understand the Tamil culture, Dravidian movement के साथ Muslims भी जुड़े हुए हैं। There is an interesting article which I was reading. Dravidian movement, it is not based on, it was a movement against Brahminical domination, caste equality and equal opportunity in terms of the equality to all castes. And in fact, Tamil Nadu was the first state which provided reservation to OBCs, and is much beyond 49 or 50%, whatever it is. So if you look at the history of Dravidian movement, which was led, one of the leaders was Mr. Karunanidhi, Periyar, MGR also was there, and many other great people. So, it would be an offense not to use Dravidian model. Actually, people of Tamil Nadu will take offense to this particular approach of the governor. और तमिलनाडु में देखिए कोई हिंदुत्व या कोई predominantly religion based approach नहीं चलेगा, even though that society is deeply religious. आप देखिए why BJP is not able to succeed, Hindutva is not able to succeed, because Dravidian fold में Muslims आते हैं, OBC आते हैं, Dalits भी आते हैं. I mean, you talk to Mr. Tiruchi Siva, who is a member of parliament in Rajya Sabha, DMK ka, he will tell how they fought against this domination of Brahminism in Tamil Nadu. So therefore, because the Hindutva actually celebrates the domination of Hinduism. If you look at RSS, I mean, who are they at the top? They are all Brahmins. Or look at the Savarkar's writings. So therefore, I mean, just look at in Tamil Nadu, this speech of governor, secularism occupies a prominent place. And that means the Dravidian movement encompasses in its fold all communities, be they Christians or Muslims or Hindus, OBCs, Dalits, and so on and so forth. So, therefore any attempt to not to say Dravidian model is an offense to Tamil Nadu itself, Tamil culture, which is very deep. I mean, if you read Nehru's Discovery of India, the way he celebrates Tamilian, he celebrates the legacy of Tamilians. I mean, it's not only that, even Gandhi's Pehla Satyagraha was South Africa mein tha, Thambi Naidu. Many Tamilians participated. Without the support of the Tamilians, Gandhi would not have been successful in South Africa. So therefore, this remarkable legacy of Tamil Nadu, which is rich, which is varied, and which celebrates plurality and celebrates the secular values of India, secular values of Tamil Nadu. That has to be kept in mind. That the governor is the head of the state, who is supposed to preserve, protect, and defend the constitution. If he doesn't do that, it's extremely very, very disappointing, and it is very alarming. In fact, he is acting against the very idea of India.
साहू साहब, मैं चलते चलते साहू साहब एक बहुत छोटा सा कमेंट, क्योंकि मैं अपने दर्शकों को भी बता दूं, और ये एक पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन है, आप उसको वेरीफाई कर देंगे। और मैं दर्शकों को इसलिए बता दूं कि जब सुभाष चंद्र बोस आईने बना रहे थे, तो उसमें भारत की मिट्टी के जो सबसे बड़ा ब्लॉक था वो तमिल्स का था। इफ यू वेरीफाई दैट, क्योंकि ये हमें जब तमिलनाडु की तरफ हम देखते हैं तो हमें इस दृष्टि से भी एक बार देख लेना चाहिए। अगर ये सही है तो आप इस पे एक बहुत छोटा सा अगर क्लोजिंग रिमार्क दे दें इस वाली बात पे।
Yes, देखिए, कैप्टन लक्ष्मी सहगल, she was a Tamilian. Okay, she married a Saigal, therefore her surname was changed. And then several commanders of the Indian National Army were Tamilians. Obviously, there is a unit of forward block which is still functioning in Tamil Nadu. And there is one MLA who is winning successively. I don't know if it's the last assembly or not, at least Mr. Tiruchi Siva was telling. He is winning consecutively from that constituency, and he is not campaigning, he is writing postcards to the people, and he is still winning, and he is winning because of Netaji's legacy. So so this is a remarkable aspect of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Tamil Nadu,
yes, Tamil Nadu, yes.